fabulous to meet you for the first time.
Finally.
I know, finally, right? So great that we could meet here at Arlyn Studios in Austin and have this conversation.
So you're Kurt's brother. What was it like for you to first experience Nirvana?
I never experienced it as Kurt's brother. It was always just as a fan.
Yeah, their musical vocabulary, their knowledge of music history was really surprising. But the other thing was the sense of humor with all three of them. They were so normal, like they just didn't behave like famous people at all, and they were so silly that you quickly forgot that this was that.
As the guitar tech, Kurt is notorious for not treating his instruments well. What did that mean for your job? Did it make it more interesting?
It's job security. Yeah.
Now, when this guitar was delivered, what did he want done to it?
Yeah, so the first thing was we'd put in a full-size humbucker right here. He never used his tremolo bar, so I'd always bolt them down. So there's a big difference in the way that it sounds and it feels when you lock these things down. And it also plays in tune, which he liked being in tune. A funny note, I wouldn't be surprised if I opened this up and found a shim made out of a playing card from the Andy Griffith Show. So I had 2 or 3 of them, and I cut them up. And I remember I used to use them for shims for his guitar, and I always kind of thought that was funny because of Floyd the Barber.
Yeah, yellow V in the pick guard that you can really pick up in a lot of the photographs and concert footage, and shows that it's distinct from those other guitars.
I remember when I first saw that thinking like, wow, how did that get past quality control? And
Right?
now it's my favorite thing about it.
How's it feel to have it back in your hands?
It's kind of like a day has never gone by. It brings back so many memories.
This guitar was played prominently in the In Utero tour. I saw it at the Live and Loud concert. I saw it in their last US performance, which happened to be in Seattle as well. Also played it on their final show in Europe. You had to, fix so many guitars, and Kurt was so unrelenting on his guitars. Did you think this one would last as long as it did?
I didn't think it'd make it through the first week.
The memory that I'll always have of Kurt on stage, or just Kurt in general, in my mind, is him at the MTV Live and Loud concert in Seattle. And I was at that show, and he's holding that guitar, that specific guitar. And even before I was gifted this guitar by Courtney, that guitar was always in my memory. And then when she handed it to me, it was like, I know that guitar because that's the memory that I have in my mind of Kurt, is that specific guitar. Yeah.
He loved this thing.
Yeah. So Ernie, for the last 18 years, this thing has been on display at the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle. Hasn't been played in nearly 20 years. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, let me give it a try. It's been about 30 years since I would play upside down for sound checks.
Yeah.
So, and I'm kind of blown away that it's still got the original strings on it. Like, it's crazy.
Ernie's Tiny Desk performance.
Yeah. I think the D was out, but
Sounds great, man.
it's what it is.